You're trying to escape the reality of the fact they're no longer in your life and living perfectly fine without you. And you need to get that through your head so you can go live perfectly fine without them. That's been my philosophy for years. That's on wax, Terrell. Go to my IG.
It is, T, but that's why I said
You
I feel
will
like
see.
you learned how to do that, but it just seemed like it wouldn't be healthy for somebody who
If
already.
I'm telling you that it's healthy,
Terrance, I'm saying for somebody that's already obviously struggling with the breakup.
I'm telling them how to
Then
get out of it.
telling
I've been
them
right
to
there.
go look at her pics and watch her with new bro.
Terrell, no. God damn it, you an annoying ass Kamala Harris Trump supporter. Yo, it's the MalloryBrosPodcast, episode 223. Turn up. Happy Tuesday. Wish I could do that over, but we already locked. Yeah. Happy Tuesday, 223. What is that? Boo.
I think this is 222, right?
Nah, we did 222 last week, I thought.
Nah, last week was 221. This is 222. Big shout out to everybody in the 222 area code. Shout out to whoever's in the 221. Never said. I don't know if we did 220. 220 is Ohio. Shout out to y'all. 221 is Senegal, Africa.
This is 222.
Yo. Big shout out to West Africa. Y'all popping up under these numbers for y'all area codes. So big shout out to all of our supporters that are over there. It's love. Hope everybody had a dope weekend, dope week. You know, we said at the beginning of every podcast, and I know sometimes weeks are better than others. Hopefully this one was a good one.
This nigga came in on his TD Jakes vibe.
As you can see, we on a late night vibe a little bit. You know, late night special. Y'all probably gonna get this off the AM. But, bro, how was your week? You know, how was it for you?
Week is good, man. Baby's growing. A lot more busy these days, I would say that. Gotta pick and choose your time. Try to fight for sleep, you know? But it's all the good. It's the good tired. It's the good vibes. And also, we had some decent days, y'all. We starting to have the last couple of days of the, what do you call it? The last couple of days of it actually being decent outside. You can walk outside, no sweater.
That's very
I can
true.
take out out. There's no,
Hell yeah.
you know, we can leave the door open. But then also, you know,
You see me
getting
both
ready
at the
for
long
fall.
sleeves.
Yeah. I got a vintage joint. We never got to sell this joint, but man,
an OG non-sweater.
I love this sweater with all of my heart. I would never give it away. I don't care if I can't fit it anymore.
If he stand up, y'all, he look like the young boys with the crop, except this ain't a crop. This just young.
Sure, fuck out of here. What are you even wearing? This nigga got on an aquatic shirt. You look like you work at a sea fucking. You look like somewhere where there's animals and
Remember the last time I wore this
turtles,
shirt?
and you know them. Oh, that's Winfrey.
You know the last time I wore this shirt?
Oh, where the bathrobes at out there?
Okay, boy, what you look like, boy? Criminal. Last time I wore this shirt was 2006 jam session.
I remember.
2006 jam
So
session.
let me holla at you. You so yeah.
Come on, bro.
I remember that joint.
Put the jersey in the rafter.
Okay, that was your idea.
Cause that was my edit, and niggas used to always try to give you the credit for it. Anyway,
He can have it.
my weekend was chill. It's kind of the same vibe. Watched football on the weekend. Bought my son a ball pit. Well, I didn't buy him a ball pit. Shout out to whoever got him a ball pit for his birthday. We opened it.
Shout out to whoever. Are you
Yeah,
getting
'cause
random?
and I don't know. Bro,
You get random gifts?
No, you know, on his birthday, we got a bunch of stuff from a bunch of different people. I don't remember exactly who got him the ball pit, but we bought. First of all, the amount of balls they give you in the ball pit is disrespectful.
I'm gonna give you like 7.
They give you 20 balls, right? We opened the ball pit up. We were like, oh, this joint got nice. It got like sticks to keep it like all together. We was like, this joint official. We opened the balls and was like, this is nothing. So we ordered some, did a quick Amazon same day. Oh, I think it was Walmart. We got all types of delivery shit. But we same day some balls from Walmart, filled the drain up. He had a blast. So we had a real dope week.
It's funny having a kid is like getting shit and then you put it together and they fuck with it, but then you're like, okay, now where we gonna put this motherfucker?
Nah, yeah.
You got a Barbie dream house in your kitchen now.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm gonna put this. She
Then
love
who's
it.
gonna put it together?
I want to play with this again. Oh shit, she in the kitchen again.
When people get your kid big shit that you gonna have to build.
I'm glad I ain't there yet. Y'all keep it chill. Gift card it.
But damn, what I want to say. Oh, did a lot of behind the scenes work for y'all. Y'all about to see us about to be we about to deliver a
100%.
whole different level of content soon. Soon come. We trying to change a bunch of shit. It's time for us to like really up the scope.
So yeah, it's just like I was telling Terrell, it just don't do nothing but get better.
Yeah, you know. So there's that to look forward to. That's gonna be great. But what you want to start with, bro? Anything specific?
Damn, yeah. Let me get my joint out because what was I gonna ask you about? Oh,
We can start with some super random shit that I was just thinking about.
Grit.
On some fried shit. Bro, none of our friends grew up to be a detective. Do you know anybody that's a detective?
Yeah, what's the name? Is basically if your man
Who?
is an officer.
Nah, Terrance, I'm not talking about your man that worked for the such and such. Or how like when Jay was working at the what's the name?
Nah, yeah. Most
I'm
of
watching
these niggas
the
have
show.
jobs.
We watching Prison Break, right? And the dude's like detective such and such. I'm like, damn, that's a cool ass job. But who the fuck do I know that's a detective? I don't know anybody that grew up and became a detective.
Me and A-Train started Prison Break. That joint kind of tough to get into. You got to get back on your 04 vibe. For
Nah,
that
you
joint,
do, you
know?
do.
The nigga, one moment he's here, the next moment he's over here. I said, oh, okay, this
Nah,
got
yeah.
like a Tango and Cash vibe. But nah, I know what you mean when you say like,
None of our friends grew up to be detectives. Nobody
They're
grew
not-
up and they a detective that you know.
most of our friends are feds. Oh, I'm not saying us. I'm saying most of the people who,
Right, that sounds insane.
most of us people who have friends that are cops, it seems like your friend is a cop for the money. Like they don't really give a fuck about the law.
Nah,
Crazy.
yeah.
They just be like, yeah, he paying me. They got me stationed up Howard or some
we
shit.
make such and such an hour.
Yeah. And if you
That's
go
true.
up here, you could. They don't ever talk about like
None of them
we
are
about to
detectives,
crack
man.
down on these.
We been getting
motherfuckers.
ready to. Yeah, I don't even know nobody that grew up to work DEA or none of that. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yes.
don't only have black friends. You know what I'm saying?
Think about how
I don't know
scary of a
nobody.
motherfucker that is. That person who is just in 100% administrator mode, but for the world.
Yeah.
You know how you literally walk around your high school and everybody knows that administrator or the security guard that is like, when they see you, they like, hey, what y'all doing over there? If you do that for the world, you're a brave ass person. I feel like that's a brave person to do that. Shout out to the officers
There's probably some detectives
Yeah.
that watch this joint. What y'all doing on a day to day? Y'all still
Right, he
cracking
said, I
cases?
listen to y'all podcast all the time while I'm working on my Mason case.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Speaking of people who watch the podcast, we have to start with that. There was where is it? There's a couple. Let me go on my Twitter.
Are they a couple? Or are they just?
Well, I don't think they're a couple yet. They might be working on it. And hopefully I'm not like airing y'all out. The girl said, I'm talking to this boy. We just found out that we both have the same podcast. Dope. They said on this joint that they getting ready to watch it together. I thought that was dope. First off, shout out to y'all two. Her name is No Jumper AB.
No jump AB.
Yeah, No Jumper AB.
Fuck
All I'll
with
say
y'all.
is this.
Fuck with y'all tough. That's dope. You meet somebody, you find out they watch the same pod you watch, and we still just like low key for the most part.
Terrance, you fucking it off. We have the opportunity to be a part of somebody's whole love story. This video right here. They could go and have a
God, okay.
kid and be like, look, remember we met, we watched this podcast. They start talking about our shit.
Nah, yeah.
Okay, so I'll say this. Bruh, don't be on no bullshit.
Terrance, please.
Don't be on no
Don't,
bullshit.
both of y'all.
I'm
both of y'all.
almost going to talk to bruh first. You don't be on your bullshit. And, you
hate
know,
niggas like you.
understand that you have probably some shit you need to work on. Because we all do. If you younger than me,
I
you
don't
do.
like this.
So, shorty, right?
Get your shit together too. Same
You
energy.
need to take accountability. Every woman in the world just needs to hear that again.
Terrance, you turning this into something that now it's like, all right.
It's not a bad thing.
This where the lemonade goes
Once
sour.
y'all get off, because those are both of y'all two at home duties. That don't have nothing to do when you come here.
Why couldn't you just salute them for listening?
This
now
don't
you
have
gotta
nothing to do
turn
when you
into
come in my
the annoying
classroom.
nigga
Nah, it's not
trying to
annoying.
give.
This isn't me giving no.
It's like when you
this
meet
isn't
your
me giving-
girl uncle and he's telling you to treat her right. It's like, nigga,
We're
I
a
know.
part of their moment, though. They
All right,
gonna
bet.
look back. He gonna look back and be like, remember when he told you? Remember what he told you? Accountability, and then she go again. And she gonna say, remember he told you that? Don't also fuck around and break up and say, I thought y'all would like to know that he did not. Yo.
I don't like how you putting everything on bruh. Why does
I'm not
she
putting
fuck
nothing on
up?
her. I
You
just
see,
told
you
her
just
she need
suddenly
to take
said
the
he did not.
accountability.
You just said he did not.
He got shit she need to work on. She got shit she need to work on. When I met A-Train, she had plenty shit she needed to work on.
I'll be catching the most strays.
Look, and even me, I had.
You're not. Yours don't matter now.
Now yours mean nothing. Boo, I'm trying to make it for them.
He keeps saying that. I'm trying
They
to make
need
it
to
for
know.
them.
That's all I was saying. We're gonna keep it going. Man, you love to see young love, but I'm telling you, anybody who meets anybody, you need to understand that you getting ready to, try to figure out how to gel with somebody that's not perfect. You're not perfect. As long as you keep that in mind, you good. And it's gonna work. I had to tell myself I was not perfect before I got mine.
This joint looking a little dark. I'm gonna make the joint a little bit brighter before we go.
Nigga got it looking like we shooting in a bat cave or some shit. Oh, you know what, Terrell? Look, that switch right there. And that's gonna set it off.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Get a little light in this thing.
When I was giving advice, Terrell was trying to shut me down. He said I was doing
I
too
was
much.
just trying to shout them out. Terrance is turning it into a whole like.
Okay, well look, how you feel about they said they watched the podcast together?
I think that's amazing, bro. I think I've honestly like just to be even I met a guy in the elevator. I was leaving Terrance's place, and I met a guy in the elevator that said he watched the podcast and he's a Patreon member named Tim. Just be dope to meet people that just fuck with you that way, bro.
Nah,
you live a hell of a life.
Nah, 100%.
You, the fact that you can even be that person for two people, and they can say, this is why I don't never... look, what if one of them fuck with you and don't fuck with me? And another one more so agree with my taste than yours? Because that happens. There's niggas that probably hate everything that you say, but
Me?
they watch because
But
they
they
still
watch.
fuck with you. They just don't agree with you all the way type shit.
100%. Shout out to all of those guys. Trust me, I done known y'all for a minute. But for these people, y'all should probably get nines tatted. And I'm going to tell you why. You're watching this channel. Y'all just met. Why not get a matching tattoo that signifies a little bond between y'all?
If it makes
You
sense for
know,
y'all, do
I
it.
wore this vintage sweater that I used to wear back in the day. The 9 is literally on me. A big deal. Y'all, everybody who's watching this should get it tatted. Matter of fact, just for viewing it. And then we all show up with it.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
You
But then
and
again,
A-Train
it gotta
both
make sure
fake
for
as
you.
shit.
I definitely have mine.
and
And I'm
A-Train.
definitely down. Don't call her bluff because she will be ready to go. Your black ass is the one that
Who would be ready to go like I ain't ready to go?
Terrance, I could tell. The thing about Terrance, I could tell him and his girl to go to the movies tomorrow. And will be like, bet, let's go. Terrance is the one that's like, whoa, we gotta figure it out. So don't get in the popping shit like.
Every man in a relationship knows what it's like when some giddy motherfucker say, hey, y'all want to go to a karaoke show? And your girl say, when? Tomorrow, bet. You like, hold up. What are we doing all of a sudden that this motherfucker said we going? Terrell is the king of that. Coming up in here and say, yeah, we getting ready to
Pumpkin patch.
hold up. What we doing? Your girl be sitting there right now. Yup, we're doing nothing. We're going. Hold up.
Baby knowing. Honestly, if I need to figure out what the hell y'all got going on, I won't hit you. I'll just hit on.
Terrell, we moving forward off this topic, bro. There was a video that went around on social media of a guy who was crying at his best man's wedding, or the best man in a wedding was crying behind the groom,
Yes.
right? They was actually both crying. The groom's crying, got the handkerchief. Dude took the handkerchief, gave it to the groom, but then he took his own joint and was wiping his own tears.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a tweet that's going around on Twitter, got over 10 million views. That's the main reason why we talking about it, because the tweet said, are you in love with my wife? Do you? And then there's people under there saying, do you want to fuck my wife? Right. Well, like, what the fuck? That nigga shouldn't be crying. That nigga should be crying. I'm going to keep it a stack with y'all. Terrell, I know you
No,
probably feel
you
about
go
it.
ahead. I'll let you go ahead and get your shit off.
I feel like, damn, we really getting to a point where we are like really out of touch. You niggas are starting to show that like, all right, do y'all have never been, it's starting to show that y'all don't have friends for real.
Yeah.
And y'all are a bunch of motherfuckers living like a dolo life. You know what I mean? You niggas are fucked off. You know? Terrell's not gonna like this type of talk. Y'all are fucked off. It's like y'all are like the dog that's chained up in the backyard of somebody's house and you're just mad and pissed off. For what? Like, what are you mad at? I guess it's because you've been chained up somewhere. Because look, it's like, why is your first thought that? That takes me back to how niggas be like, I'm scared to get a girl because she gonna fuck my brother. What?
Nah, yeah.
Who's your brother? You know, like, my thing is, when Terrell comes down the aisle with his girl, or when Terrell's coming down the aisle, I'm gonna have the flutters. Shit, when I'm walking up behind the nigga. Then when we get up there, if G comes down the aisle, bro, I'm definitely about to be shedding some thug ones. Are you kidding me? When you was there to see the rose grow from the concrete, I feel like it's different.
Yeah. When you know what that person been through before getting to the point where they found their person.
Do you know how many times your man be the nigga that you talked to about shorty when you was about to leave her, when you got back with her, the dude that told you, man, you need to go back and get her?
Uh-huh.
Remember what I was telling y'all last week about how your relationship could change your life? You know how many of y'all, I guarantee there's somebody watching this that knows somebody whose whole life changed when they got with this person, and you love that person because of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Or you know somebody who you watch their life change because of that person. So when you see that person coming down the aisle, it hits you in the chest too because of the love you have for your man, not because you want to fuck his girl.
Nah.
You niggas are sick.
And this niggas are little chain pups.
Do you fuck with your man? Like, you the best man in the wedding. If I look back and Terrance is shedding thug tears, the first thing I'm thinking about is not that. I'm thinking this nigga is happy for me type shit. Like, he happy for me. I know that. Even if Terrance wasn't my best man and it was one of my men crying, I know they happy for me. I'm not thinking, because first of all, if you're in my lineup, I would never have that type energy in my lineup.
Yeah. Come on.
Niggas once again, it does go back to the out of touch thing, and it shows that y'all just live on the internet. Niggas just live on the internet. I'm not gonna say y'all, because it makes it seem like you talking to the motherfucker watching.
Nah, yeah.
But niggas just be living on the internet sometimes. And it's like, even, damn, what I see where they was like, you could tell you don't get bitch. Oh, we were talking about Drew Picasso, tried out best, that level Drake.
Okay, yeah.
And it was just the fucking one we was talking about his fucking Bahamas trip. And we was like, you don't get bitches. That's what it is. And we hate to say it so vulgar like that, but like, it's certain shit that maybe you're showing how out of touch you are.
Yeah.
You're not making a point. You're showing that you're
talking about yourself.
And that's what I felt about that. But the fact that went so far, like so many niggas think like that. So many people retweeted and was like, yeah.
Fuck is he crying? Y'all are showing your insecurities.
Crazy. Or your age. We at an age where marriage is a thing for, you know?
That's true.
We still respect the sanctity of marriage. A lot of these young niggas.
Sanctity, that's a good word.
That's what it is.
Try to rhyme that.
I don't know.
Spiritual raps. The aura built through all my sanctity. Is that a word?
Why
sanctity?
you
How
say
sanctity?
Why you
what
can't
does that
even
mean,
say?
though?
It's like the pure, like it's like the sacredness of
Bet.
the sacredness of marriage. Why are you trying, Terrance?
Aura crazy. Please don't try to play with me. Cause the way I'm moving so holy.
Boo! You would get booed off the stage, be rabbit face ass nigga boy, but you dress like Papa Doc.
I was gonna tell you, Eminem had a certain theme that he was on with
You look like one of the free world
8
niggas
Mile.
that was on the side when he said it's all dudes in here except for these bitches, and they pan the camera and the dude was like, I'ma fuck you. That's what you look like. What was his name? Lickety split face ass boy.
Bro, I'm telling you, don't you think it's funny how Eminem did that movie? Eminem did the movie like in a way where that's not Eminem. Like, he was a real standoff
Nah, yeah.
dude, but he's not that.
He kind of is that. He kind of low key is that. He'll just
I don't think
tear a nigga head off in a rap battle.
Would you rather be with a girl with an aggressive ass dog or a girl that owns 2 monkeys, 2 chimpanzees?
Give me the dog 1,000 tenfold. I would never be with anybody that has a monkey or even like monkeys. If that's what you like, I'm out.
But she got an aggressive ass dog though.
Okay, bet. What kind of dog? Let's make it the biggest, scariest dog ever, right? A fucking Kango or a fucking
Terrell, I'm telling
Mastiff.
you would probably be better off with the chimps.
Terrance, no. Y'all don't understand. And everybody that be with these monkeys, and y'all be thinking shit gravy. You ever seen a video where the monkey was eating off the grapes? And then we was like, everything cool till she run out.
Till she done got them grapes.
Which, of course,
Did y'all watch Chimp Crazy?
I'm embellishing a little bit, but I have seen chimps do some crazy shit to humans. Have y'all ever seen Up? No, not Up. Nope.
Yep.
That really happened. Go look up real cases where chimps just turn on people and look at what the damage they do. That lady that was on Oprah.
Crazy is if y'all
scarred
watch
me
the
for life.
documentary Chimp Crazy on HBO Max, the same monkey that did that was the whatever. The other that's the same lady that
The lady from
birthed the
Oprah?
monkey for the Oprah lady. It's like 2 different events that the lady had monkeys tied to. One month, bro. I'm telling you, them monkeys go ape shit.
Do they show
No
that
pun
lady?
intended.
Cause she look. Did you say show that lady?
They did show her.
Dog.
I
And
never
she got
forget that.
reconstructive surgery after she went on Oprah. She looked way better than when she went on Oprah. When she went on Oprah, I was like, oh, I'm never fucking with a chimp.
I'll tell you what.
They have superhuman strength.
Give me. I can't talk to a girl that got chimps, y'all. Y'all know why? Because people that have monkeys talk to the monkeys like babies. And you know, people who talk to their dogs is already one thing.
What about the fact the
But-
monkey can kill you?
The dog can kill you. It's aggressive as fuck. You're not getting a better trade-off. The monkeys, we ain't say was aggressive. You just playing the if game. They might not snap. This motherfucker. Have y'all ever been around a dog that's just aggressive as fuck? Low key, you be wanting to just strangle that motherfucker.
Nah,
It's like,
yeah.
yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, yeah. I just would keep that motherfucker in the room.
Speaking of
Monkeys know how to turn knobs and walk and jump.
I just don't think a monkey is cute. Oh, he's so cute. No, he's not. I don't think a little monkey is cute. That's just me.
That's fucked up.
Unless it's the little small joint. You know what I mean?
What if she
But
got
a
one
big
of them?
ass chimp named Travis, that motherfucker looks terrifying.
Shout out to the niggas watching. There's a couple Travs watching.
It's a couple, yeah.
What's the movie with the gorilla? They had the gorilla, but he was cleaning the house.
Buddy.
And
he got splashed with that water. He said,
Y'all are
I'm
gonna
back
look for
in
them.
the
There's
wild.
racial innuendos in a lot of these movies. Tarzan. I'm not gonna go down
Buddy.
that rabbit hole. Buddy. A lot of King Kong. There's racial innuendo in the movies. Not gonna make it that. I'm not gonna dark cloud the situation.
Of course, King Kong is
What?
one. Of course, King Kong.
King
Look,
Kong for sure, Buddy.
Transformers. Wait, what? Hold on, wait. What was we just saying though?
We were just talking about your crazy ass analogy between these
Oh, no.
the
That's
chimps
what
and
I
the
say.
dog.
Speaking of dogs, a lot of y'all want to know what is up with my girl Mimi. It's funny. When A-Train moved here, A-Train has a dog, a pit bull named Ella. And when we first brought Ella here, she just was looking at Mimi like she was a little burrito. I'll say that.
Mimi
She
is
just
Terrance
was
cat,
looking
if
a
you knew.
little hungry. A-Train, I'm keeping a stack with you. A-Train, she's not going to like this. She thinks her dog is something it is not. She's not aggressive, but I mean, she ain't think Mimi was friendly. And that's the thing. A-Train got pregnant, was having Sonny. We said, okay, bet, well, compromise has to happen. Do y'all think I threw Mimi in a dumpster can somewhere? Gotta go. Cause shit, we seen the dog. Mimi is with Candace, y'all. Mimi is at Candace's place. Believe it or not, that is
Our
Candace's
sister.
cat. My sister's cat now. That will always be my firstborn love.
Mhm.
keep it
We
100,
still see her
y'all.
all the time. Candace, yeah. Candace take good care of her.
A-Train is literally not from here. So her coming out here and being comfortable was more important for me. You know, she has a dog. Fellas, y'all want to talk about sacrifice? I gave up my love. AJ did have to leave a dog home too, yeah. Frankie, but Frankie will probably...
What happened to the snake? That's an off-pod topic.
But anyway, yeah, we made big compromises to get Sonny here, and I think Sonny is the biggest gift ever. It is worth it. Trust me. I love my cat, fellas, but look, y'all think I'm going to love that cat more than I love that little girl in there?
Nah, yeah, for sure.
And sometimes you got to make a hard sacrifice. The best thing that I was able to do was give it to fam. Or, you know.
That's the best
Let
part.
her be with her family who absolutely loves her. Shout out to Candace because Candace loves Mimi. And she always has been the best for Mimi. So, that's the story of how I orphaned off my cat.
Yeah. All right, bet, let's get to it. Tommy Richmans got on Twitter and he tweeted, I'm not hip hop. Right? Simple as that. I'm not a hip hop artist, period. Then I believe it was DJ Head came out and said, yo,
if you're not hip hop,
bet, then we need to put you where you supposed to be. Boom, 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 whatever he said to him. And then Tommy came out and said, you know, for clarity, he basically was saying, I'm not just a hip hop. He don't want to be put in the hip hop box only. He don't want people to box him in. He's an artist. He said, I'm just a singer. That's what he said. I'm a singer. So, TL got in the frenzy, you know, you shake the culture a little bit, right? It's going to be motherfuckers that have an issue with you saying that.
That's true.
Right? I want to know what you think about him saying that because I feel like the way you feel might be a little bit different than me.
In my opinion, I don't like the randomly coming out and saying I'm not a hip-hop artist because what it looks like is, I'm not one of them. And I feel like the them is the negative part of hip-hop. And I think hip-hop is the biggest genre in the world. There's no reason for an artist to want to detach from hip-hop unless, let's say he was wrongfully given an award. Yo, Tommy Richmans should be the best hip-hop artist of 2017. Let's say he quotes that and says, oh, you know what? I really wouldn't put myself in the hip-hop box. I'm more so this, but I appreciate... I think stuff like that gets respected. You coming out and just saying, I'm not a hip-hop artist. Okay, bet. So we're going to keep you out of hip-hop conversations. And I feel like when you hear that response, then you start backtracking because you're reminded, oh, shit, the biggest genre in the world is what I just said I'm not. Mm-hmm. That's like me saying I'm not NBA level. I'm a D1 player. You sound like an idiot. Why would you not want to be... Because this is my thing.
I'm going to play devil's advocate.
You don't make hip-hop music. You make party music. It was never really hip-hop, y'all. It was never hip-hop. That. You never had that. Nobody ever said you was a hip-hop artist. Who?
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Who said you were a hip-hop artist for you to come out and have to say that? That's why I like she get backlash for it to this day, but...
Your mic be... You be talking.
I don't need help. I don't need my mic adjusted.
I'll help the nigga out. You have no idea. They know how many times I do that.
And I don't like it every time. And see it every time.
Stubborn bull. That's what you are. That's why you don't wear no red. Nigga be driving them crazy. You see red in the mall and want to ram.
You look like a ram, boy.
A lot of people brought up the Justin Timberlakes, the Post Malone.
Not hip-hop.
But people use the fact that, they'll thrive in a black space.
Yeah.
And then once they get their fame, accolades, whatever, then they pivot. Because I don't know if you heard Tommy Richmans' album or skimmed through it. But it's not hip-hop at all. It's very...
Bruno Mars-ish. It's like, you over there. It's not really hip-hop, but it's still...
I would not... First, y'all niggas be talking about Bruno Mars like he just anybody.
I'm not talking down on Bruno Mars when I say that. I just mean you would never say Bruno Mars music was hip-hop, but you wouldn't really say it was not black music.
You going a little too far with the Bruno, because the nigga still kind of do his devil is a lie shit on
But
it.
it's not.
Okay. So it's not like he outright went, I'll catch a grenade for you type shit. He's still doing his shit, but he's very like, it felt more like an alternative poppy weekendy type. And I know that's probably a bad example, y'all, but it's just not hip hop. If we keeping it up. But
I
a lot of people put him in that Post Malone bucket and said he was just going to use the culture to get what he wanted and then leave. But I kind of look at it two ways. I look at it like, all right, bet. I get him saying, I do understand him not wanting to be boxed into a hip-hop box, because that is a hard box to get out of. I just think his timing of saying it, like you said, it would have been way better if he would have quoted it and said,
there is no proof that proves that it's hard for a white man to get out of a hip-hop box. And I fuck with bro. He's from this area. But Terrell, there's no proof that shows that it's hard for a white dude to switch from hip-hop to whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, MGK.
Y'all have shown over time that you can definitely do that. You don't have a primarily hip-hop audience. I don't think, bro. I think your songs actually transcended hip-hop. And I think the bad thing and the reason why people look at what he said as a negative thing instead of a positive is there's really nothing positive about it. It's just like me saying, I can get on my Twitter right now and say, yeah, I'm not a Kappa. I'm not a Kappa. I never pledged the fraternity. I'm not a Kappa. The Kappa's gonna be like, what you mean by that? Like, why you getting that? Like, why did you tweet that? Who asked you that? Nobody. You can't be like, damn, what the fuck? I just got on here and said I'm not a Kappa. You got Kappas at your front door.
And you can't have had a candy cane before. It's like, all right, you can't. So you was cool being around,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Let's say the Kappas brought you up, type shit. Yeah. Now you want to pop out and say,
and for Tommy Richmans, is your look hip hop? You know, is the music videos or some of the ideas you got anything hip hop? Because what we also see is a lot of people draw the hip hop inspiration.
That's true.
Oh, but you're not hip hop. That's why, like, that's what I was gonna say to Tyler girl when she came out and said, I'm not black, I'm colored. Black people felt like, okay, bet. That's not an issue. You just not black and we're gonna remember that when they start putting you in black combos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that was different because
it was a whole, this is how they say it in our country bullshit. We know exactly what the fuck she meant when she said that. I'm sorry, we not gonna bullshit it, y'all. The girl is not black. It's fine. But you know what?
That's just another conversation.
Kamala Harris law, she's skin tone, she is black. But you not, like you said, in your country, you're not black, you're colored. We're gonna keep that same vibe over here. You're not black.
All right, bet. That's a different conversation we've had before.
And the only reason why I bring it up is because we see people detach from the culture but benefit from it, and you know you benefiting from it, but you trying to. It's like the uncle. It's not Uncle Thomas, but it's like It's almost like we caught you saying that. Like you telling them, you know I'm.
It's
not
like
really
you not telling us yet. Yeah, you're not telling us that. You telling them that. So that they know you not that. Because you know. But you know what, T? This is also my issue, right? Because somebody was talking about how, we got to protect hip-hop, whatever, this and that. Tommy Richmans. Look, you know what they said? And I said the same thing. I didn't hear $1 Million Baby and think, this is hip-hop. It felt like a funky, something different. You know what I'm saying? It was more pop. It was more like a funk pop type joint. I never heard that song. Even the what he was saying,
and thought hip hop
and thought that. Even with the Devil Is a Lie, and I tell you pipe down, baby. Hell no. It feels like you're doing some different shit. This don't feel like hip hop, but hip hop niggas backed you. Hip hop platforms back you. So that's where the friction comes
from.
Somebody asked. I think it might have been, I forget who asked, but they were like, what is hip-hop anymore anyway?
The biggest genre in the world.
And when you listen to these rage young niggas, it's like, yo, what is hip-hop?
Hip-hop is the biggest genre in the world. The bad thing is, since it's the biggest genre in the world, the people within hip-hop do shit outside of hip-hop, and whatever they do outside of hip-hop is hip-hop. I.e. Diddy. Diddy and all of his freak-offs, they trying to attach that to hip-hop.
He's also, we gotta stop talking about Diddy about just the freaky shit. I clocked some of those comments that people was making, and that nigga is disgusting.
Of course he is. Of course he is. Nobody's saying he's not. Whenever you talk about anything outside of it, niggas want to act like you're absolving him from the dirty shit.
No, I'm not saying that.
I've seen people
do just call Diddy freaky. Like the nigga isn't apparently on cam with a child star that with a tape going around.
He's definitely an abuser.
Pedophile, rapist.
Nobody has time to satisfy y'all in that way. Whoever feels like that.
Oh, well, having to say everything. Yeah,
I couldn't name a list of all of this shit, but me saying that he's a freak ass nigga.
I just wanted to clarify because we had a whole section about it. We never really said that.
But how many pods, y'all, we got to say that the nigga's a freak ass nigga and does a whole bunch of fucked up shit? Freak ass nigga does not just mean freak off. I just mean he's just nutty up here.
But you're right. People are trying to attach to the hip hop.
People will attach certain things to hip hop. Look, the same way with the NFL. If a man hits his woman, all of a sudden that's an NFL player thing. You know what I mean? Because they've seen cases, because the league is so big, yeah. There are some cases where
you get the Ray Rices.
You got the Ray Rice situation. You got a lot of situations where it's like domestic abuse and football. They're now married because of one, how big it is, and the things that you do outside the sport goes to that. It's a bad thing. I can hear somebody now saying, yo, I don't want my son to play football, going to NFL because they abuse women. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that would be them putting that on a league that it's really not on the league.
Well, my question is this, right? Just moving the conversation a little bit off of Tommy, but still in that Tommy situation. What if Tommy Richmans did come out and say, yo, I'm not hip hop. I'm not. And he never clarified that he just hip hop. He just want to let y'all know I'm not that.
We not going to let you burn a boy us. That's just the only difference now.
What you mean?
That just means, okay, bet. Nobody asked if you was hip-hop. Cool. If you keep making the music you make, we still gonna rock with it. But when we see you're inserted in certain convos, the reason why I said we ain't gonna let you burn a boy is, Burna Boy said we ain't have no culture. All of your music.
Okay, hold on, wait. Let's go back to the hip-hop thing, though. You keep bringing in the Tyler, the Bird. Those are cultural issues. I'm talking about hip-hop.
I feel like those points are valid because it's just an example of us overlooking you backing off, but then literally allowing you to use what you say you're not a part of is my only thing.
Okay, so my point is, because you said you would let him rock. I don't think people would let him rock.
Who? Tommy Richmans?
Mm-hmm.
He's not making hip-hop now already, so I'm just thinking we have nothing to not let rock. It's just something you said.
But at what point, okay, so I guess this is the question that I'm really trying to ask.
Yeah.
At what point as the culture, right?
Yeah.
Do we stop opening the door?
We never opened the door for him. The nigga saying that he's not hip hop does not mean he was invited.
What I'm saying is with the Post Malone, Tommy Richmans, MGK,
but like
we accepted them in hip hop spaces and culture. We did.
Terrell,
this nigga Tommy Richmans was brought up by Brent Faiyaz. You was on all types of the hip hop pages and everywhere. All this support you garnered came from the hip hop spaces. You didn't see like.
But you see,
Terrance, this is the thing.
Y'all will call a big music space hip hop.
But this is the thing. I feel like, and you know what? You're right. It's not just hip hop that gave the man the popularity he got. TikTok, some of the other platforms.
It's a lot. But that's why I say he kind of passed hip hop. He never really was in a hip hop box. Jack Harlow's an artist that's in a hip hop box.
Yes.
Because you don't really do the.
I just feel like sometimes we be letting white boys do their thing in the culture, and then 100%. When they detach, we be mad they detach when maybe we shouldn't have let them feel so comfortable to just come in inauthentically, which I do get.
But you know what? That's the point right there. You are literally telling him about how we put him in spaces that he never asked to be in, and I think that's the issue. We have to just stop looking at us giving you attention as inviting you to the cookout. Like, we can all like a song. Like, every other race, they can all like, hey, they not like us. They not like us at the Asian joint. But they all go home knowing they not like the motherfuckers they singing like. And that's just a song that they put out. Whenever we enjoy some shit, it's almost like we feel like we've accepted you into our tree. And we done let you link your avatar tail with the tree of Awa. We done got your motherfucking ass all through our lineage.
But Terrance, people become stars, and they become stars off that though.
But I don't think that Tommy Richmans is a star because of hip hop.
Is he a star?
A lot of hip hop likes. The hip hop community gravitated to your work. That's not your fault. if you're
So
not.
why you mad at the nigga coming out and saying he not hip hop?
Because who said you was hip hop? Nobody said he was. That's my thing. Nobody said you was hip hop, and you just that's like I told you. Me randomly get on Twitter right now and say I'm not a Q dog. Yeah, that's not me. There's gonna be some Q that's like, okay, bro, why say that? That simple question is what people are.
That's different, T, because you have nothing going on that's Q dog like or any Qs that support you. And you know what? You made a good point though. You cooking a little bit because you made a good point with the Asian shit. Like if some Asians are singing not like us,
they go home back to their culture.
they cool. They're not
They
gonna
don't
get
say-
online and say, even though I was just doing that, I'm not a hip hop fan. It's
Yeah.
like it's okay that you just enjoyed the song. Nobody is trying to put you in this box.
And for us, we can enjoy Tommy Richmans, but the motherfucker's not hip hop. No, we never thought that you was hip hop. Thanks. Make another one of them joints and we're gonna spin it. But
And the
cause look how they doing B.
I'm not just hip hop says you low key know you are kind of in the hip hop space.
That's
That's
true.
my point.
That's true.
And that's what happens with
And
the
that's why
Post
we don't like
Malones
this shit.
and the MGKs.
And y'all, we shouldn't feel bad about this because look how they doing B. Literally 0 nominations for the Country Music Awards. I told A-Train, they literally told her, you're not like us.
I forget
we
the
don't
name
give
of-
a fuck about you so much. You done had this whole country campaign. Beyonce. Because none of your fans will really give you the smoke. But I will. Hold on, wait. Let me take
Terrance, you about to piss me
let
off
do a
because all right, go ahead.
he. I'm gonna do a Travis Kelce.
It was
Beyonce.
I forget the name of the artist that came out talking about her. But he legit said something like, if you're gonna make our type of music, you should come be country with us a little bit or something like that. And it was like, I really don't
Beyonce,
understand.
You got up there on that horse. Y'all can't see this. You got up there on that horse. You did a whole country album. That shit was country. You had Dolly Parton, Dean Martin. You had Shabuzi. You got new country motherfuckers out there. And they really said, fuck you. Like, that is not me being harsh to Beyonce. That is me telling you, okay, bet. Why do we not do the same thing? That is the biggest Terrell. I'm sorry. Y'all, it don't get bigger than that. That is it. They literally just showed y'all what all of us need to do. Nobody's talking about it at all. Maybe except Bees Camp. But bro, they literally did not give her a single nomination for literally the best country album. I haven't heard all of them. But come on, y'all. Adele puts out an R&B album and gets no nominations. I don't see that happening for the sheer fact of Adele's talent. If Adele said, I'm going to put out an R&B album, get some of the biggest R&B artists on there. Beyonce, she got Jasmine Sullivan, that one joint. 16 Karat just was #1 on the country charts for weeks.
Texas Hold'em.
Or Texas Hold'em. Mm-hmm. So my thing is like, you mean to tell me even Texas Hold'em couldn't get a single nomination?
Nah,
like,
yeah. And no,
they
trust.
blatantly said,
It's very bullshit.
we're not including that in our culture. Bet. So we need to do the same thing to y'all shit.
And y'all don't even own country. Y'all just, it's like not even, the whole purpose of Beyonce making the album and then her not getting nominations makes the album even better. Because of what the Renaissance era, what her Renaissance era stand for. That's why I say, you know what? Fuck them joints. That's why to me, it makes you greater as an artist. But it does tell a very good story about how, yeah, that Lord Nas X shit wasn't just because it was him.
It wasn't just because it was
It's
him.
y'all, period. You the biggest, you cream of the crop, biggest, greatest entertainer of all time, if you ask me. But, and you not even allowed, this motherfucker Luke Bryan said, look, Luke Bryan on Beyonce CMA snub, if you're gonna make country albums, come into our world. Like, when Beyonce say, this ain't Texas, ain't no Hold'em, I'm from Texas. Like, I grew up here. Grandfather was you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even from here type shit. But that's how they look at it, though.
Because
Like,
their culture is the art.
but you know what? I actually respect the gatekeep.
I respect it too. That's why I said if they gonna do that, bet. People was like, yo.
Ooh, we
Like-
should do the same thing then.
People have gotten on me for being this is what's wrong with OG WNBA fans. Because look at they're trying to gatekeep a sport that y'all never gave a fuck about?
Oh, here you go.
We're trying to gatekeep. OG WNBA fans are trying to gatekeep a sport that you will say you never gave a fuck about. I didn't give a fuck until Caitlyn came. Well, do you know? Can you imagine? I want y'all to imagine you are into something and then a bunch of people jump on. And this is the easiest example I can use, and I ain't gonna stay on this long. But let's say you go to a sandwich shop every day after lunch or on your lunch break. There's always one or two people in front of you. You can get a great sandwich on your lunch break, get back to work, right? The sandwich shop, all of a sudden overnight, because of this one guy who you work with now, he made a post. So now the sandwich shop going nuts. It's a line every day. You come outside every day and you're mad about the line, but you have people telling you to be thankful for your coworker because look, don't you want to see your sandwich shop grow? No. This is where I will 100% respect gatekeeping.
Hold on, wait. You confuse me. You don't want your sandwich shop to have a long line.
No. Like people will tell you.
Hold on, wait. So you're basically, let's get back to
WNBA.
the thing. You didn't want. Say it about the WNBA, because this sandwich shop shit is confusing me.
I'm sorry if I confuse everybody. My only point is, just like the sandwich shop, we now realize we didn't want the WNBA to grow with y'all motherfuckers who didn't never really give a fuck about it. I only watch for one person. Now, yeah, we want to see them girls. We wanted to see them girls get money. I want you to go try the sandwich that I got. Do I want the way that we used to enjoy it to be impacted by a bunch of people interested but don't really, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you respect the shop.
I respect the shop.
They respect the new sandwich.
That's it.
This nigga be struggling. You respect the shop, but they don't give a fuck about the shop.
They only give a fuck about that one new sandwich.
For the new sandwich, the Popeyes. Just like you a nigga that used to love Popeyes.
And a nigga will sit there and tell you, and the only reason why I use the WNBA, y'all, is because that's an example of where people online will get on you for gatekeeping and say, old fans just want to gatekeep the league. They don't know about growth and stuff like that. And I'm like, keep it 100. We don't give a fuck about none of that shit when you getting something comfortably. You don't care that you're gatekeeping a sandwich or a clothing line or whatever because you getting that and you feel like it's not out there. Soon as something pop, yeah, y'all, it gets annoying and you don't want to support it.
And it's because of the inauthenticity. It's because people don't love it the way you love it. People love Caitlyn Clark. People don't love the WNBA.
Nah.
So when y'all start talking WNBA,
they start talking.
They start saying fuck out of here because I'm an NBA fan, and since Caitlyn Clark created all of this growth, I don't give a fuck about whoever else was there before.
Yeah,
that's been the narrative. But put your thoughts in the comments on the Tommy Richmans shit because that was kind of like a and maybe we do need to start gatekeeping. That's the only thing that made me think. I'm like, all right, cool. The nigga wasn't hip hop, but maybe we should do a better job. We always having a why he come and then leave conversation. You know?
Nah, yeah. Hey, y'all, I'm sorry. This just reminded me of this looking like it's Halloween season, y'all. It's October. Shout out to the Scorpio. No, we still on Virgo season.
Libra season. Shout out to the Libras.
Shout out to the Libras, man. Turn up. Hey, look. Speaking of Libras, Lebron James just played in the same game as his son, Bronny James Jr. This is a historic moment in sports.
Man, it is.
I'm glad that we get to say this on a podcast because maybe in 10, 15 years, maybe Sonny's a little tomboy type of chick. A little Steph Curry fan. She want to play basketball and be WNBA.
Go to the WNBA.
And she see this and she say, damn, y'all covered when Bron.
And she can play with Nafisa Collier. Ain't there somebody named Nafisa?
Big Fisa. Low-key could have won MVP
I only
this
know
year.
some of these names because of you. I don't know. I couldn't spot her in a crowd. Jonquel Jones. What's her name?
Jonquel gonna sell my parlay Jones. Sorry. Anyway, LeBron and Bronny James on the same floor together. When I saw the pics, I can admit in the beginning, I was going to tell Terrell. There is the beautiful LeBron, his son, his dream came true. There's that side of it. But then there's the very dark reality of Bronny James. And I'm not hating on bro at all. but it's just scary, you know? Michael Jordan's son didn't make it to the league for a reason. I feel like if Michael Jordan really wanted to do exactly what LeBron is doing now, the nigga was so loved in the league, he could have done it. Michael Jordan could have legit got his son a spot on a team if he gave a fuck enough about the game like Bron. Jordan was ready to leave. Gamble, golf, smoke, bitches. He was ready. Look, LeBron is a family man, married. This is more in his cards. But I do think ability-wise, people are like, yo, GOAT debate over. Definitely. But I also, what scares me about that is I do feel like Jordan could have used his same stardom to get that moment. And you see a lot of people saying, wow, this is beautiful. This is amazing. It's all for Bron. None of that is for Bronny.
And some of it is for Bronny. We watching because we love you because we love your pop.
But look at that. That is literally your naming. When it's time for you to shoot.
Terrance, that's not true. Naming, it's just like if Naaman and Weebay went on a drill together.
Naaman, you
and
not.
they on a drill together.
Okay, yeah, but Naaman. But think about it. All the way up until then, Naaman, you really only getting respect for real because of your father's name.
But that's unfair because Bronny was balling in Sierra Canyon.
He was balling.
Made it to USC. He didn't do the greatest. I get it. It's 100%, not 100% because that's disrespectful.
You look at De'Aaron Fox,
it's definitely nepotism.
When you looked at Lonzo Ball and them in high school, fucking Anthony Edwards in high school. Look, Jason Tatum. There's high school players that are just like, yo, this is a next level player. Bronny always gave me he was a solid player. But I'm going to keep it 100, y'all. The proof is on screen. That's why I said, yo.
He was doing all right out there.
It is a beautiful thing for LeBron. I'll say that. It's a beautiful thing for LeBron. I just hope it don't come. I don't hope it's not a Tom Brady moment later. And the reason why I say that is like, I hope it wasn't like when we look back, we say that was good for Bron. But was that the best for Bronny? Because did they speed Bronny through college to try to make LeBron's little dream come true?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Because he was not anywhere near
league,
like, yo, you should be. I mean, he was like one of the last, wasn't he like the last pick in the draft or something like that?
Right.
Like.
Now, y'all gonna call me salty. Well, go ahead, Terrance. I'll let you say your piece about it because I got another point I'm gonna make. Go ahead.
I'm in the boat of the people that you said. I think I just thought it was dope. Just that shot of both of them on the court, like as a nigga with a son.
That made me think of Terrell and his son.
Man,
that made me think of you and crew.
And anybody, even if you're just a big fan of Bron, like to love this man and love this man's game and see his love for the game and then to see him birth a child. Yeah. We remember Bron All-Star Weekend with Bronny. You know what I'm saying? Like, we remember Bron with the phone, with the flip phone with Bronny.
2006, 2007 Bron.
2003, like 04, 05 Bron. For a lot of you niggas was just born or Goo Goo Gaga still, learning how to walk.
Very true.
But to see your young on the court with you when they was like Bron was pressed to get that 2-shot. When he came and stood next to him, man, it was inspired me in a way it never inspired me before. This situation never inspired me before. Him getting drafted, them talking about shit remember on the first media day.
Yeah, y'all. It's
the cute ass moments.
It's very Cinderella.
Them being on the court together, man, that was something to see. It was inspiring. And you know what? How many times? Cool. Maybe Bronny don't deserve to be there. But, and I hate to make this about any of a race, but in other cultures, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga, he got his son there.
I don't like how we do that. Like there wasn't a Ken Griffey Jr. Like there wasn't already like the father-son tandems all over the league.
Who
Marvin Harrison Jr.'s son
but who
is in the league.
Nobody.
It ain't like there's like not a benefit.
But nobody was Bron. Bron is Bron.
Yeah. And nobody played on the same court, same exact field. I mean, Ken Griffey Jr. did play center field. His dad played right field. That's why I said,
that's
when
one.
you were old head, the magic kind of been done.
Yeah, but like.
That's why I say I cannot help y'all but be happy for Bron, but then also feel a little guilty. But I won't let that sour the mood, y'all. It's history for sure. seeing those two seeing James Jr.
Crazy, man. Niggas don't know.
Y'all also
shit
don't realize
crazy,
that y'all
man.
are very momentous. That's all I'll say. I'll leave it at that. We love moments now. We love them. We love a moment. And then sometimes we look back and realize, oh, we love that moment, but was that really the best, situation?
Life is a series of.
Life is a series of. Now, let me ask y'all this. I want you to imagine I just started watching the NBA because LeBron's son, Bronny James, is going to the NBA, right? And then when you say, oh, who should be on the Olympic roster, I say, Bronny James. And when we say, yeah, well, he's had a decent start, but I don't think he's Olympic level yet. Like, maybe we should put Jalen Brunson. Maybe we should
Terrance.
let me get it off. Maybe we should put Jalen Brunson up there, or maybe Luka. They're having great seasons. Oh, well, Luka's not selling out the amount of arenas that Bronny is, because, who wouldn't want to see that? He's groundbreaking. I'm only watching because of Bronny. So fuck Luka and Jalen Brunson. Fuck them both. Take one of them off and put Bronny James on it. That is exactly how y'all sound and sounded with the Caitlin Clark shit.
With the Olympics. We get it. Get over it.
I will never. I'm an OG
Terrance, you need to
WNBA
realize that most of the people watching this
are these motherfuckers?
yes.
Yes. And guess what? Most of y'all.
Sometimes I have takes. I think Chris Brown has the best part on Superhero.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
I know 1,000%. I'm in the 1,000% minority.
What is Superhero?
Nigga, are you kidding me?
Oh, you talking about the Metro joint? Okay.
Future's arguably Future's best intro, they saying.
Breezy could have easily had a song called Superhero, Terrell.
Terrance, no. Everybody know.
I don't know what he's
But
talking
everybody know, with me saying that, like, niggas will not. Niggas, it was a tweet that was like, shout out to Tony. Tony did a TikTok. That was like, when the feature fuck up the joint, everybody was, millions of retweets, Chris Brown on Superhero. And I'm like, that's the pot I skipped to. But I know I'm in the minority with that. I will not
He's saying this because
step on y'all. I'm saying because if I say, imagine y'all, a nigga sing his life out, niggas don't care.
Y'all only don't care because you're not involved. But if I was doing that, what I just said about Bronny, you would see niggas saying,
Are you really a Future fan for not knowing that just now?
When you said
that's
Chris
arguably Future's best intro, they saying.
When you said Chris Brown Superhero, how am I thinking Future?
I said Chris Brown pot on Superhero. If you was
right,
a real super
I'm thinking that you thinking of a Chris Brown singing song. The nigga put out 50 songs on one album and you liked all of them.
You think I would think you would know them?
Yeah, you would say some nut ass shit like that.
Terrance, I know you wouldn't know. It's hella, I didn't tell you. First of all, I heard Under the Influence years before it went
also,
number
he
one.
asking me about a 2022 Future track.
Terrance, people say that's one of Future's best intros he ever did. Maybe you need to check your fandom.
Is it, y'all? Or are we getting a little carried away with the Metro build-up? Because, come on. I can name 5 intros better than that.
Go ahead and do it now. Is 712 better?
1,000%. 1,010%. I'll stop right there.
Thought It Was a Drought was better.
All right, so let's just stop.
What was the intro for Monster?
Let's just stop.
Terrance, you're sleeping on how good Superhero is, and I know it's probably some recency bias, but like, if we really look at Future intros,
What was the first song on? Because I'm about to say some big wild nuts.
Evil, Ain't No Time, not better. Future, Rent Money, not better. Hendrix, Never Stop, not better. Not better. Honest, Look Ahead, not better. Monster, Radical, not better. Sorry. Purple Rain, All Right, not better. The Save Me mixtape with Xanax Damage, not better.
We Don't Trust You better.
56 Nights with the fam on the gram skit and Diamonds from Africa, it's not better.
How of Life Trapped in the Sun?
Terrance, no. Maybe I'm just thinking about the other joint though. Even DS2, like, okay, cool. Thought It Was a Drought is
Fuck
his
outta
best.
here. He done
Thought It
made
Was
me
a Drought
pull
is
up.
his best. I just put your bitches in
What a
Gucci
Time to Be
flip-flops.
Alive, Digital Dash. Fuck out of here, pussy.
Why was that good? It's clearly because of the boy.
No, it's not.
The honorable thing is
You
to give me the
bitch-ass
loot.
nigga.
I know I was gonna piss the nigga
You
off.
gonna
with
make me wake the baby up. Terrell, all right, what about Never Gonna Lose? 56 Nights.
That's not the intro.
That is the intro.
Why mine is the Fam on the Gram skit? Maybe I got the mine is still chopped. Mine is still from when I downloaded it off of that Pimpin' some that Pimpin', so it's not there.
That might be true, y'all. Superhero might be the top track. Look, let's move forward, Terrell. Okay, y'all, I think it's time we take a trip down memory lane.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you some shit. I
Yeah.
don't even know if this is gonna go in, but this is just shit that you should know, and it's real DMV shit.
I'm
The
gonna talk about
18
my shit.
Let me
Go
ask you
ahead.
this first. This is probably will not make it in. I just want to ask you this on the pod. These are things that the 18, 19-year-old version of you, 14, 15, 16-year-old version of you would know as a nigga that grew up in PG County. And if you don't know this, then we might have to take your card.
Okay.
2-5 is where twice. A 2-5 is
I'm about to blank.
you're crazy.
I'm about to say Capitol Heights.
Landover.
Okay,
So you
all right,
failed. What? Finish this.
How he not know that?
Finish the quote. Pussy nigga lay down. Arms out, face down.
You put me on the spot like this is not fair.
Pussy nigga lay down.
Arms out, face down. I'm blanking.
Stay in your lane. Damn, I knew you weren't gonna know. I didn't know you was gonna know this.
Say it. Finish it.
Pussy nigga lay down. Arms out, face
Face
down.
down.
Stay in your lane. That was the ABM XIB diss.
Terrell, that was a tough one. Shit.
A 41.
Georgetown.
Georgetown. Come on, nigga.
Hey, 41, Georgetown.
Hey, scrape a shot.
They on deck.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I got
They on deck.
Well,
not
that's
dick.
the killer.
Zoo. Don't
Have you
come down bottom
with
with
the bullshit.
you sicing
Niggas
it.
welling.
You niggas welling.
You gotta.
What A-Train and them say out Seattle? Hella. That's my favorite Seattle term. Hella. Oh, we've been doing that for hella. And what's my term that I use, boo?
You say yay yay. That was something.
Love. No, that's just A-Train being like a old school Ice Cube hip hop type motherfucker. me and A-Train love that term, yay yay. Oh, these wings.
They going yay. And then now y'all.
Now we just
Terrance
say
says
yay.
Going yay.
What's the one that I love? Not Hut. I love. Not
I can't believe-
Sick. It's the one where
How
it's
you
like.
forget 2-5 was Landover, and you
I
were
thought it was Capitol
Washington.
Heights.
You were Washington. Well, basically, but you were Washington.
Washington Commanders,
Commanders,
man.
man.
Just because we play out there don't mean I was rapping. Y'all, did y'all hear all those terms me and Terrell was saying? Them was the hoods that we grew up seeing around.
If you was a Go-Go fan, if you went to Go-Go's, a lot of neighborhood. Remember 51 Sandbox?
51. Y'all niggas, all
25.
you niggas who are from those areas, y'all really got to live a dope life. We, as niggas who wasn't from them areas, and some niggas who went to school with us can say,
Nah, yeah.
you y'all like wanted to. I get the nigga that you live in LA, you ain't in a gang. Man, I get that one little part of you that said, man, fuck it, I need to join something.
It'd be
Join
dope if
up.
I was from Washington. But then again, what them niggas go through,
Way different. Yeah.
but you grow up to realize that. When you a young nigga and you get
When
to
you a
see all the
young nigga,
niggas
yeah.
repping they hood everywhere.
But I mean, I do feel like what they won't talk about is the brotherhood, the we scrap for y'all for ours aspect
yeah.
of that. Like they was pulling up in a group. We were always pulling up shook. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah, you had to worry about all these niggas.
You had to
for
worry
sure.
about all these other different niggas getting into it with each other.
Mhm. And if Lynch
you
Mob
mean?
in here tonight and such here, you gotta worry about the friction. Dog, we used to go to Go-Go's and you could legit get trapped in the middle of a group of niggas fighting and you not even with a certain group.
They was just beating this nigga ass. Who is he? Who he with? Neither of them.
I'll never forget. We was at Icon 41 Georgetown niggas. Got into it with what's the name of them niggas that used to
I don't
just
know,
be
Terrell.
crash outs?
I don't know.
You remember the name of the niggas used to be crash outs?
TMT.
TMT niggas. If you get caught in the middle, you getting knocked over the head. They think you one of them niggas.
Jay saved you from that joint.
He did. One day he did. Pull me out the way. That's why that's forever my man. You not texting me yesterday. But, damn, what else we have on this docket?
Man, I got something on here for.
See, let's do the movie shit.
Yes, man. Yes.
Get it.
I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. It has really been a very interesting last 3 years in film and television, I'll say. And the reason why is because you can see, and I was telling Terrell, with Joker 2 coming out and having a mixed review, this made me realize that we are legit entering into the next era of cinema, which is where we start understanding how we were hyped for the moment of a film and not the actual film. We're going to start going back and looking at movies and saying, oh, this was a moment. So going forward, we're not going to fall for it again. I have not seen Joker 2, so maybe I'm just kind of a little early with this, but my prediction is the reason why it's not getting the same rave reviews as number 1 is because number 1 was a moment. I was telling A-Train, with the first one, they hit off artistically and story. You know what I mean? And I feel like that created this moment. Joker's already been a thing with Heath Ledger. You've already had all the
Jack
old
Nicholson.
school ones.
Yeah.
This was a different beast. This was a different spin on it. And a lot of people gravitated to it. But it was also a moment that I felt like was only built for that one film. And that's why people aren't able to feel the magic with 2, because 1 was such a moment. Almost like, think about Infinity War. Remember when you watched Infinity War versus Endgame? Even though Endgame was still good, Infinity War was the moment.
Yes,
like,
it was.
Even the people that went and saw Wakanda Forever, Black Panther was clearly the moment.
It was.
And
Never
Wakanda
forget.
Forever, you could see, was the capitalization of the moment. I think, y'all, we're starting to get to a point where we're starting to not care about the capitalization part.
Because once the allure of the nostalgia or whatever vehicle you use to get me here, once that is done and I have to judge you for the art, now I'm going to critique the art at a different level. What people are saying about the Joker is that it was like a lot of people are blaming it on the fact that like there's a lot more musical numbers with the Lady Gaga and people aren't liking it. And this dude said he was sitting in the theater and he was watching that every time they went into a musical number, people were getting up and leaving. Like every time they got through a number. I think that kind of plays a role in it as well. I don't know all the reasons why people aren't, but it does give way to the fact that, cool, Joaquin Phoenix did his thing the first time. I didn't think they needed another one. I'm also in the minority that didn't think that this Joker movie, the first one, was so, oh my God, amazing. That's just me, though. I respected the artistry and the fact that people was fucking with it. I didn't think it was the greatest shit ever.
Like what you said about the nostalgia, people definitely are getting nostalgia out because nostalgia worked for as long as it worked for the last 10 years in the box office because we didn't have so much of it outside of box office. It was the movie shoving the nostalgia down your throat. Now, it's retail places. It's the TV shows you watch. I was just telling A-Train last night, they got Reba on TV again. They pulling out everything to touch that nostalgia itch that you got. Now it ain't even an itch. Now we know they gonna throw it back. Pause. Now we know it's gonna be, oh, Lotto, you got a new track, sample. Not just to throw shade at
And
her,
they're not
but
even being good. They're not even trying to hide the samples no more like they used to.
In film, TV, and music. And guess what? In music, niggas are privy. But people are definitely starting to get privy to the film thing. All of this being said, y'all, just to move us to the next topic, this made me say, damn, 10 years ago was 2014. We was in a completely different place in cinema. Me and Terrell had just graduated film school that year. And
July 21st.
I don't think we realized how big of a year 2014 was. And I don't think we realized that we were at the end of one of the better film eras that ended. Right after 2012, we were in film school for a great era of movies. Like
We were.
and TV shows at the height of Breaking Bad, height of
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna name a couple movies. We're just gonna talk about them. I'm gonna name a couple movies, and all of these movies have come out 2014. Every movie.
10 years ago. All these movies are 10 years old this year. First one that I'll name is easily one of my favorites, Interstellar. Man.
2014.
10 years old. And you know what? That's why they got it playing in theaters recently. They say you can go see it in 70. But man, bro, it's a film that if you put it on and rewatch it, just make your girl sit down and watch that joint. I'm gonna make G watch that joint with me. I don't even think she's seen it all the way through. But every time you watch it, even once you make it through that movie, and it's the same with Inception, which is my favorite movie of all time, you just feel like, man, that shit was great.
I'm telling you.
The Christopher Nolan effect, though. Any Christopher Nolan movie you rewatch,
you will start feeling like,
man, he smoked that shit.
Whiplash. Damien Chazelle's low key his
was that Damien Chazelle?
Mm-hmm. Whiplash is Damien Chazelle, and so is
Moonlight.
La La Land.
La La Land. Shit, my bad. Oh damn. Okay. That's the one with J.K.
Rowling and
what's his name?
What's his fucking name?
He was in what's his name?
Miles Teller. Yeah. Yep. Same year. 2014 is the same year we got Gone Girl.
Whew.
David Fincher. Classic. H ain't turned
the
for that one.
The ladies love Gone Girl. They do.
It's a good film. They said, I would slice a nigga's throat too.
That's a good film.
Look, John Wick, #1, very first one, 2014. That was the start of the era. I mean, last year they put out 4?
Yeah.
So there's that one. This was
also 5, I think.
4 or 5. Guardians of the Galaxy. That was the year. That was when we first got introduced to all them characters.
It's what
Star-Lord, all of them.
Yeah. It was great. That music. I'll never forget the trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy with all of the music. And
I'm telling you. Y'all, this list does not end. Edge of Tomorrow, Tom Cruise.
Love it. That was my movie suggestion last week.
Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh.
Wes Anderson,
one of my favorites.
Ex Machina. You know I banged with
Terrance, you love that movie.
Ex Machina was fire. Who's the director? Alex Garland for that one. Fury. Brad Pitt.
Fury is a slept-on war film. If you've never seen Fury, that's going to be my movie suggestion this week.
The Maze Runner.
Shia LaBeouf.
Look, Maze Runner. I know some of y'all love that movie.
It's because it's a hella series and it's books.
The Equalizer. Denzel Washington embarked on that journey.
You remember when he clicked that watch in that first trailer? We was like, okay.
Yep. You got Nightcrawler, Jake Gyllenhaal. Remember Nightcrawler, Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yes. Who directed that?
Nightcrawler was directed by your man. Oh, never mind. Dan Gilroy. You don't know who that is.
I think I know who shot that joint though. But I love Jake Gyllenhaal. That's my guy. Nightcrawler's a great movie. He should have got the Oscar for that joint.
I don't know how y'all feel about it, but The Amazing Spider-Man 2. This was the one with Garfield.
Oh yeah. I remember
Stone.
that. The last Sony joint.
Mm-hmm. But look, back to the heavy hitters. Captain America. The Winter Soldiers, 2014.
Okay, so the best one.
Low key started off you had Annabelle on the scary movie side.
Okay,
Annabelle was.
I remember when that came out.
Like that. Okay, another heavy hitter, Birdman.
Okay, yeah, this is what we met. This is where we met Iñárritu, right?
Yes, man. Don't forget, American Sniper was also that year. White people went crazy for that Bradley Cooper movie.
Joint. They loved that movie. They did. That joint, I think, went to the Oscars and did well.
Mm-hmm. Another movie that went to the Oscars and did well, Lego Movie, 2014.
Man, I watched that joint, a few years ago. We watched that joint. Damn, it's been 10 years since then.
10 years since Lego Movie, 10 years since Big Hero 6.
Great movie, you should watch it.
Another great one. 10 years since Boyhood. Remember Boyhood?
That took him 10 years.
Took him 10 years
to make it. A lot of niggas don't know about this. But, bottom line, we got a lot of good film. That was a great year of cinema and a great time where, as you can see, if you listen to some of those titles, not all of them are rooted in something that came before itself. I want you to really think about the movies that come out, especially more so on a box office level. Even though times have changed drastically and a lot of stuff is coming out via streaming, a lot of stuff, we lack an original content for real. That's why that's why the niggas clung so hard to like Oppenheimer coming out.
100%.
Because, all right, bet, we know Christopher Nolan gonna give us something that even though it's based on a
movie.
true event, it's gonna be like cinema. You know?
Man, yes, man. 3 more movies that come from that. We had Right Along that year with Ice Cube. And then we had, I just had it right there. I don't want to not say these two. Oh, Selma. and
Oh,
a most
yeah.
violent year. It was a
Yes.
Bradford
Brad
Young
for
year.
Young season. Yes, it was. And he went on to do Arrival that year as well.
And if y'all got time, if you go and look at the year before that, 2013,
Oh, yeah.
even better.
That's what for Wall Street, Django
All of it.
year, where everybody was outside. We still get some good movies. It's just a time that we won't get back. It's kind of the same with art, period, though.
Yeah,
Because look at the music that came out in 2014.
that's true. The only reason why I bring up some of these movies, y'all, is because a lot of them that I named, Interstellar, John Wick, even Equalizer, all the way to Ride Along, these weren't movies that I look at as moments more than I look at as these were legit, like, pillars, like the start of something big. Ride Along ended up being a big franchise. Say what you want.
That's
they
true.
made money. Equalizer,
Even Interstellar and what it would
Even
go on, how it would
Interstellar
go on
and
to
Gone
be
Girl.
received. Yeah, how they
Yeah.
were going to be received.
you don't think about those movies as pillar moments of that year more than you just think about these movies as pillar movies. And I'm
But-
telling you, some of these movies these days, you could see how it was clung to a moment. You could see how, oh, y'all did a bunch of these movies because this was what was going on. That's my only point.
I do think, now I will say, just to shoot today's time some bill, I do think it was a lot of bullshit back then too. And we do still have the everything everywhere all at once or
Yeah.
You know.
Some diamonds in the rough for sure.
some diamonds in the rough that are movies that are like bad. These are movies that came out recently that are actually dope.
100. And I'll ask y'all just to end the topic here. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that we're moving towards, a film world where we start to call out the nostalgia over, overdoing the nostalgia? Do y'all think that we're moving in a place where we are momentous with the movies that we got? I think, we are.
Well, let me
I
ask
think
you
we're
this.
at a point where we're starting to see, all right.
Let me ask you this. In 2024, back in 2014,
Yeah.
15 or 10 years ago, when the Scorseses and the Nolans and the David Finchers and when all of the OGs were shitting on and the Ridley Scotts were shitting on on the superhero movie, craze. In 2024, do you now more understand what they were trying to protect?
100%.
Because I think on the back, coming out of the Marvel, coming out of the MCU, it did kind of leave you with like, okay, cool. So like, this changed movie theaters. Like, this changed the theater experience. What these movies did to the point where now it's changed the funding and
Yeah.
it's changed expectation. Therefore, since they took the score here, we want to keep it here. If I'm if I'm a company that's about to make a film, we want,
100%.
we got to have spectacle. We got to get people in seats.
It reminds me of what 50 Cent said. 50 Cent was like, to make a movie, you need a star. That way you can do 3 movies. Whoa, hold up. You already wrong as fuck. That's why I said they were afraid of what happened, which was Hollywood turned into a circus.
My bad.
You good. They were afraid of what happened, which is Hollywood turned into a circus. All of a sudden, it was about the show. It's all of a sudden about what you're going to go and see versus the story.
Yep.
We went to the Cirque du Soleil joint. They got a whole storyline for the joint. We don't give a fuck. We want to see the water. We want to see you flip. Get to it. That's why I was telling Nathan, I don't care about the story because it's a circus. And I feel like film never used to be a circus. It was never about, we need to go see the Shining Man. We need to go see this actor do this role. There was a certain love for film that's gone now. Like,
Yeah.
you used to want to see Robert De Niro play the crazy taxi driver. You want to go see him do the role. You want to see him do the art. Now, people don't care about the paint part anymore. They just care about that final portrait. They care about the sheet coming off and, whoa. People used to give a fuck about the process. It made you appreciate the art
Yeah.
more, even when it wasn't so grandiose, but at least you got to see what went into it.
And now, as opposed to leaning on the role that is to be played. Like, yo, we got this movie coming out where Robert De Niro plays a guy who's this. Now people are saying we got Robert De Niro. Come see it. And the role that he playing. Now, of course, it's different for like a nigga Robert De Niro level.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna be working with Scorsese, and you can expect something big anyway. But now people are just throwing these characters in this pot to get you to come out and see, like what 50 Cent did with BMF and Power. There's no reason I'm watching. I didn't even watch Power, but as soon as I saw Dirk sitting next to Kane, I'm like, I'm out.
Oh, yeah.
Because at this point, we just doing anything.
Bro, you 100% right. And the bad thing is, like, that is proven to have been a money maker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That has proven to, it's like the terrible thing that's working. And you feel like, damn, in the long run, it's going to kill the art. It's going to make money, but it's going to kill the art. And that's what the old heads know. That's why they making movies like back then. All of the old heads movies are back in the same era from when they made movies. None of them have caught up for real, for real.
Yeah.
Because it's too tough unless you doing the comic book shit. Unless you Denis Villeneuve and you at least got text that you can go back to. Not to get too long-winded on that, y'all, but hey.
Man,
2014 was also the Rock Hercules year. You know when that nigga get on
Christ.
Remember the Black Adam joint?
Yeah.
That was before that. His Hercules, we thought that was.
That's why I said it was some bullshit. In
There
some
was
of
some
these
bullshit
past years, the
brewing, for
nostalgia
sure.
had just gotten to the point where
They just started testing it.
people starting to call it out. You know what I was thinking about the other day, bro? And this is some old head shit. But a lot of y'all don't know what a file cabinet is.
Okay.
Because everything is digital. Do you remember you could literally go and be like, bet, let me get that file cabinet.
Or let me get my
And
file
you have
out
to
of the
keep-
cabinet.
You would have to keep shit in there, like important shit. That's why they was made of steel. So hopefully if shit, caught on fire.
Nah, yeah. Hell
Nowadays,
yeah.
they won't know about that.
And y'all will realize a file cabinet would come in so much handy versus digitally. I feel like I lose mad shit digitally versus the file. When I need to go and get something out of a file, my file cabinet, my little file book, always where you would think it would be. Maybe it was one thing behind.
Oh, bro,
yeah.
put a phone to you. Yeah, like you on the phone. Do you know that's an old head thing?
What I'm doing right here?
Yes. If you ask a young nigga to act like they holding an imaginary phone, they do this.
This?
Yeah, because they didn't grow up with these.
Oh, you grew up with this.
They grew up, so they'll do that, like the cupped hand. They don't
Call
do
my
that.
phone. A nigga that's 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody hit me online, and I ain't gonna air them out, but they said, "Yo, Terrance, hope you and the family are good." Said I just got my heart broken by a joint that I've been dealing with for a minute. He said they were talking about marriage. He said they've had pregnancy scares before, and damn, I hate to, I already tell Terrell I don't like airing people out, but basically. He said a couple weeks ago, he found out that she was messing with some random nigga from her whatever. And it's legit. So basically, you talking to a joint for a couple years. Y'all talking about marriage. Y'all talking about kids. Y'all talk about a whole lot of stuff. And then you find out she fucking with some other dude. And now it's just over with. He said, I can't function right. He said, I know I can't go back. But how do I go about getting over this? I can't function right. Can't even eat. Appreciate all that y'all do. Thank you. Now I'm gonna keep it a stat. I'll let you go first.
First of all, love, bro. Love the fact that you confide in two niggas like us. We ain't shit. But you know, when you listen to us for a long enough time, you'll realize, damn, man, these niggas have been through certain shit, breakups, getting done dirty, and
Definitely
have given
been
advice
here.
before. Yeah. I'll say this. For me, in my advice, there's a grieving stage of this situation that you're going to go through where you're going to feel like, damn, I can't eat, can't do nothing without thinking about this person. I think back with me, I think my big heartbreak was in like 2014-ish, like right when I got out of college. And I remember that feeling like everybody was having a good time. I'll never forget we went to the beach. And the whole time we was at the beach, I would just be thinking about like, damn, like, that shit really happened. And the person that you were just on the phone with, doing this with that with, talking to, the motherfucker that you done are sexually with, you found out that they doing that with another motherfucker. And it's happening over and over, and you not there.
We get it. So what should he do?
But I think that you kind of gotta accept the grieving part and not fight it. Like it's gonna kind of like take you to a certain place. I think, like me, I'm a comfort show guy. I do things for myself that I feel like take me out of the real world. Like I'll immerse myself in a TV show because that I could just watch day drama and just it helped me escape for a little while. But y'all know me, I'm a solo trip guy. I really honestly think you gotta take the elephant in the room, make a table, light a candle, and just sit at the table with that motherfucker until you can kind of learn to accept the circumstances of what your life is now minus that person or what's going to be. So for me, I would say to take a solo trip. I would tell you to not rush into anything else. Don't try to start dating immediately or just go jump into a situation with another person because obviously you hurt and should take the time to actually, you are in a healing process. And I think you should take the time to actually heal and don't ignore the feelings, but embrace them. Do you agree?
That's your advice. That has nothing to do with my advice. In my opinion, I think what you said, yeah. Definitely have to take your time. But also, you talking about it like he died.
I'm not saying that.
I'm going to keep it a stack. Like, the harsh reality I feel like of when you get cheated on is there is something you missed. Not like something you're lacking. And that's the fucked up part that fucks everybody up. It's just like, damn, how did this go under my nose even for a second? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
the only thing that you can work on with your relationship now that it might be over with and you know you can't go back, is that. You cannot try to stay friends with shorty. You can't try to go and be cordial and, we could just keep it, we could just stay in the same class, whatever it is. I'm not saying you need to get away from her, but if it's impacting your life, losing somebody, I definitely think it would be smart to not be around them. But y'all know me, my advice is to also not make yourself disappear from that person. Maybe you're not in the group anymore, but you still come around. Because I don't think that you should let somebody push you away from your life. Like, bro, you should 100% be eating. You should 100% not worry about,
You know how that is, though. You can't just eat.
No, I'm not saying that you...
You gotta... sometimes
I'm
you
not
don't
saying
want...
that he should be eating more, so I'm saying you should get back to that. Because I'm going to keep it a stack with you. Like, the hard part about when you make plans with somebody and then it doesn't work is feeling like you in a room alone with all of y'all plans. And believe it or not, you're not. I think the best thing that you can do for yourself, if it's advice from me to you, is to find something that you could build on for yourself. Some people do fitness. Some people get in the gym and you work on all of a sudden, that's what got you into the gym, or that's what got you lifting weights. But sometimes people do not feel like lifting weights, and I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I just feel like if you go to the gym off a breakup, you run the risk of the gym being a part of the breakup and not your life. Like, you get in the gym, you shredded and all of that because you went through that breakup, but then when you get happy again, you get back out of shape, and then the thoughts of the gym is like that song you listened to when you broke up with shorty.
And that's a natural thing for niggas to do. You see Offset was in the gym?
Yeah.
And they was like, this is what niggas do when they pop back out.
I do think it's great practice to work on yourself. You need to do something that's going to improve so that you can monitor that improval while you heal from something that low-key died. Only reason why I say the gym is crazy because I don't want you to start and stop. But if you got a craft, this is your time to say, let me improve here. There was some time that was being taken up by your relationship that you can now put into something that is going to improve. It could even be training your fucking dog. Now your dog know how to sit, stay, roll over. You need to see some type of improvement. This is my advice.
I agree.
Because that way you feel better about the progress of life, because the bad thing is life is going to progress. lastly, I say don't block her. Don't.
We disagree there.
Don't block her. I wouldn't even unfollow shorty. I would still post. I would still, if you come across her, see it, because sometimes you kind of need to see shorty with the new dude so you can get past.
That's a tough one.
Some of y'all have broken up with people and you still have not seen that person with a new person, and guess who's still itching? Guess who's still looking?
I mean, nah, you get to
keep
a
it 100,
point.
Terrell.
Terrance, no. I blocked the person that cheated on me, both of them.
But when you see
them both.
But when you see that person finally,
but
you blocked them, so you ain't never gonna see him.
I will say this: you do get to a point where you end up unblocking them. But I think in the beginning,
if you
ridding your life of them is healthy, because I feel like it would make me feel worse. Back in the day, I felt like it would have made me feel worse if I had to keep seeing you on my TL. I couldn't do that, bro. I would have to block. I need to block you on everything so that I can live my life.
TL, but I mean, when you feel the urge to go back and look at shorty pic, go look at it. What are you looking at? I get the urge right now to go look at my 2015 Dodge Challenger. That motherfucker wasn't Hemi. It was trash, but I loved it. I get the urge to look back at that picture all the time.
It didn't do you dirty.
Terrell, it did do me dirt.
Terrance, that shit didn't cheat on you and break your fucking heart and make it so you can't eat.
You don't know what the fuck I went to with
talking
that
about
whip.
A car you traded in.
You see, now I gotta get into, this is my point though. My point is, I'm looking back at this car for all the good moments. I'm not thinking about the end.
So, but you see, don't you think
That's
it's a
why
little
I'm saying,
too fresh for bruh now?
No, because you not about to get back with shorty. I'm not saying stay on shorty page, and y'all might disagree with me because they always do, but I'm telling you, putting yourself in a closet away from that person, I'm
putting you in the closet.
You're still in the closet.
I'm not. I'm out here thriving. I'm out here moving and shaking.
You're not, because you had to put somebody in a closet. You're not out here thriving, moving, don't care about nothing. You can't say you don't care if you
No, you're right. In the beginning, you're right.
Because low-key,
but I
shook.
can't see. I don't
what
need to see
happened
it.
when you see that person you blocked in person? You see
Hopefully
a ghost.
I get away from their ass.
You see a ghost, and I'm not running from nobody.
You're right, T, but in the beginning, it's cool to block the person so you don't got to see them with your fucking T. The motherfucker just broke your heart.
How many of you motherfuckers block in the beginning?
Me, hand raised in the class, boy.
Terrell
I'll block
Carlton
you. I will block you in the beginning, cause I don't want to see, bro. I don't want to see nothing. Like if G was to break my heart, I would block her ass on anything. She didn't even post.
Let A Train break my heart. I'm watching everything.
I was gonna say there's some loud part that he's saying.
He's sick.
He followed his ex for a long time.
Yeah, but you see, y'all, this is what I would tell y'all. Terrance
No, I didn't.
is also, you're a lot stronger, must be.
But why y'all think?
Because Terrance, that to me felt like I would like grieve the relationship longer.
But no,
if I gotta keep seeing you, I'm seeing you. Look, cause what happened when you see the motherfucker in the place y'all used to love to go together? She had the skating rink y'all used to go
now
to.
you can
or now
play
y'all,
them.
she had the movies y'all used to go to. So now you're getting all these reminders. It's better for you to just get it out of your life.
What happened when you get them reminders later? Y'all want to get over somebody, or you want to get over the breakup? That's my question to you. If you want to get over, if I need to get over A Train, I need to see her with somebody else. What's the main thing that'll make me say A Train cool? That's cool. Give me my kid, and I'ma just do me. What's the easiest way for me to get on that? Is to see her with another nigga.
You don't realize that might be a niche thing for you and not good to tell somebody else. You don't think it would be dangerous to tell somebody else to do that?
This is my thing. We could give them the safe advice like you giving, and basically tell them to go hide in a hut and whatever. I'm saying yes, it will hurt, but it's not gonna hurt as long as you sitting back thinking of shit. Cause you ain't. It's not like what you're saying, Terrell. They not gonna be thinking about.
That's a part of the grieving process, but you ain't gotta see it.
Look, put it like this for my people who used to be in school, right? When you break up with shorty from school, cause you take a week off, mom says no. You're going and taking your black ass to school.
Terrance, that's different. You're not fucking for real in school. You're not fucking this person. You don't have a sexual.
It's the same damn thing.
It ain't. It's not.
Terrell, if you break up with a girl in high school and you gotta come to school and see her sitting at the lunch table with another nigga in a lunch tray, you don't need to see peen penetrating in order for you to feel
talking about?
the heat.
I'm saying you don't have the level connection with that woman in high school that girl in high school that you do with this woman as a
I
man,
know,
like
Terrell. I actually know that. I'm using high school as an example.
it's a bad example.
It's not a bad example. It's an example of how once upon a time in your life, you could not escape reality. And that's what you're doing when you block somebody, you put them in a corner. You're trying to escape the reality of the fact they're no longer in your life and living perfectly fine without you. And you need to get that through your head so you can go live perfectly fine without them. That's been my philosophy for years. That's on wax, Terrell. Go to my IG.
It is, T, but that's why I said
You
I feel
will
like
see.
you learn how to do that, but it just seemed like it wouldn't be healthy for somebody who
If
already.
I'm telling you that it's healthy,
Terrance, I'm saying for somebody that's already obviously struggling with the breakup.
I'm telling them how to
They're
get out of it.
telling
I've been
them
right
to
there.
go look at her pics and watch her with new bruh.
Terrell, no. God damn it, you an annoying ass Kamala Harris Trump supporter. Just throwing
Y'all realize
bullshit.
Terrance just be
I didn't
saying a
even
bunch of
say
shit.
that.
You
I
said
said do not block.
you
that's why I
said if
brought
you
up high
said you
school.
need to still see it.
Sure.
Before
Yeah,
this, you
yeah,
said
yeah.
if she posts, you
If
need to
feel
see
the
it.
urge for some reason to go and look at her page, do it.
But what if you're not going and look at her page? What if she posting? What if she on her story she posting? You should be able to block her so you don't gotta
Don't
see
look
all
at.
that.
I don't think you should.
Just seeing your bubble is
I
gonna
don't
be bad.
think you should. But see, that is my thing.
You ever break up with somebody and see their bubble lit up?
You need to see the bubble lit up. They are living their life without you. There's a lot of shit happening, and you're not there anymore. And if you're gonna get over it, you need to be firm on saying, okay, I can see her little ball, Instagram, her story lit up. But guess what? Some days I press, and I got to a point where I stopped. You will not be able to just get over somebody cold turkey. You kind of need the hurt. You need to go through deleting all of the pictures. You need to slow burn a lot of shit. And my thing is, it's already slow burn enough. Half of you motherfuckers do exactly what Terrell does. And then you get with somebody else, and the whole T, you're scared as fuck to see
Scared
this
of
other
what?
person that you put in a box.
That's not the case
Or
at
to
all.
even get a thought of this other person, because you never really dealt with losing them. You just
If
threw
you-
them away.
If you do what Terrell does, you take
Telling
time.
you want to get over somebody, you better deal with it at the door because
if you do what Terrell does, you take the time to deal with the grieving process of the relationship.
Yep.
And then deal with healing yourself, aka spending that time with yourself, accepting the things about yourself you may not like.
And what am I saying different from that?
About going on a trip by yourself and forcing yourself to sit with those feelings and emotions. But the only thing that I'm telling you not to do, or I'm saying it's okay to do, is block.
Block shorty. That's your opinion.
I'm hitting block.
I'm not hitting block.
Or maybe if you don't hit block, okay, can we land in the middle at the mute button?
I can mute. I wouldn't be
'Cause we
looking
don't
at
follow each
A-Train
other, I'm
story.
not gonna
I'm not
block
gonna look at A-Train story every day from my regular page.
Terrance, you see, you kind of sick.
About that one? Yeah.
Nah, you're
And
a
if
sick
you're
nigga.
sick like me, about if you say that you was ready to marry shorty, then that means you deeper in. And Terrell telling you just block her or cut it all off, in my opinion, is smart, but it's also, to me, more mentally dangerous.
So the person you ready to marry,
I want you to.
you want them to keep seeing they bubble lit up on the top of their
It's my
screen.
thing. If it's
And they
ended-
already can't
if
eat.
it's gonna end, what if you see them? Because this is my thing, Terrell. The reason why I bring up the school thing, you had to go to school and deal with the loss. Imagine if the girl who broke up with you, your mother let you switch a whole different school district. You would have never really learned how to deal with heartbreak in the way that people, in the way, and in its cruelness, in the way that it can be. It hurts. And if you always run from it, you'll never deal with it for real.
But blocking them isn't running from it. And I think it's more important that you deal with yourself. Because I feel like a lot
You're
of
going
people
to deal with yourself regardless.
Nah, that's the part that gets skipped over. A lot of people don't heal from their own trauma. What do
And
they
you
do?
think
They take the trauma, put it in the luggage, go to another motherfucker's house and put it in. Now you in there with your trauma with another motherfucker.
Terrell, yours is the same way. You just got yours in a closet. As soon as they come to your crib, you're triggered.
Terrance, that's not true. When the fuck am I gonna see that person again? First of all, you
Terrell,
may see them.
it's in
You
your
may see
closet.
that person again, but okay, seeing them at the Rite Aid, right, or seeing them up at the bodega, or seeing them somewhere, right?
Yeah.
See y'all seen Shorty at the carryout or coming out America's Best. that don't mean shit compared to you having to see them every single day
so
on your
let me ask you
TV.
this. You get to a point where you unblock them before you date the next person? Or no? You keep them blocked while you date the next person?
You get to a point before you date the next person. You should be comfortable enough seeing that person living their life before you get with the next person.
And that's how I
For
feel.
me.
That's my opinion
And that's also,
if you want
I
block
also
shorty
understand
for a period,
yeah. But I also understand that humans are humans. Like sometimes if you've loved somebody before, I don't expect you to just cold turkey have no feelings for them ever. I don't know none of my girl exes.
Yeah.
I don't want to know none of these niggas. I do know of a few niggas.
You went from none to a few.
Because I do know of a few. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? But if you've ever loved somebody, I'm not going to make it seem like you didn't ever love this person. Like you probably just don't hope they still doing good as a human being.
But if you follow shorty, I mean, if you fuck with shorty and she say, yeah, my ex is blocked, you wouldn't see that as like
I see unhealed trauma, yes. If I would have got with G and her ex, because she got up a bad breakup too, if her ex would have still been blocked and on some, they still got friction, never really had a closure conversation, and it also really, it's not really that, because sometimes niggas is crazy and do too much or want to hit their phone type shit.
Nah, yeah.
But it all depends on the conversation you get from that other person. That'll let you know if they not over it yet or not. It will spill right out. That's why I'm saying if you block them, cool. You still got to heal yourself because you can have them blocked or not blocked. Either way.
I'm telling you, it's fucked up because some of these things are like very situational. And it really depends on the type of person that you are. But like I said, I don't think me or Terrell is wrong. It's just all about the type of person that you are. Some people need to see the needles on the tray before I get poked. I just need to be prepared for it. I don't want to be shocked with it. Or I don't want to look this way and say, poke me when you're ready. Nah. I need to see it up front. I've always been the type of person where I don't think I could get over it until I see it. Sometimes it's too good to be true. It's like, sometimes, yeah, the motherfucker moved on. And it's like, damn, as fucked up as this is, I kind of have to see this eventually. So the way I look at it is face the music up front, man. Because if it's going to beat your ass at any point, it's going to beat your ass then. It's going to beat your ass when you see it. I tell everybody, if you dating and let's say you get up a long-term bad relationship, you need to see your last person move the fuck on. Low-key.
Yeah.
Or you will always low-key have this wonder in your mind
eventually,
of like, I wonder what happened.
You need to be all right with it. You know? You need to be all right with it. But that does take time. So if y'all take anything away from this, or bro who's listening, I don't want to confuse bro. I know he just got a lot of POV from two niggas that obviously have dealt with grieving a relationship or breakups two different ways, but they give you two different ways to look at it. And you got a bunch of people in the realest nine that got your back as well, that'll
100%.
probably put their thoughts in the comments about if one of us was wrong.
Yeah, man. And
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how old you are, but I done talked about marriage and kids with 4 or 5 different joints in my life. And that's not even capping.
Yeah.
And think about how full of shit I was on all of that. Just because we talked about moments on the podcast, and sometimes love, sometimes relationships are just moments building you for your A train. I'll say that. And look, I'll say this also. Things happen. And they happen, they're not cool. Because it can lead to a woman getting socked in the jaw in the middle of school. You know what I'm saying?
Terrance, yes, I know what you're saying.
And even though I didn't do it, I still felt shame. What'd he say?
Terrance.
Even though I didn't do it, I still thought I was to blame because the person that did it was the cousin of my man who
was salting my game. First of all, that nigga was spitting.
He got a whole YouTube
This
channel
nigga
where
Nick
he do
Cannon
all of 'em.
took Christina Milian, who's from Waldorf, Maryland. A lot of niggas
A
don't
lot
know.
of niggas don't know that's
She was born in Jersey City, but moved to Waldorf as a tyke. And at 13, moved to LA.
so that's basically low-key PG County raised. I'm just gonna say
It's
that.
Charles County.
PG.
But
A lot of you Charles
knew
County
some PG
chicas was
niggas.
going to PG.
She was up Icon.
Y'all wasn't going to Fredericksburg.
You wasn't. But you think about it though. That was way back in the day. She was still a young, but she still grew up. I saw it on the I don't know why I looked up Christina Milian, but I was like, damn, shorty from out here. But anyway, put y'all thoughts in the comments. That's gonna wrap.
Christina
Episode
Milian in
222.
Love and Don't Cost a Thing was an absolute bum, and nobody talks about it. She was pretty, but she was a bum. Think about it. We're not gonna get into that.
How though? Oh, because she was yeah. I mean,
She was a bum the whole time, Terrell. Think about how sad she looked at the very end. That is that should be a horror story for women. She helped the nigga get on his feet because she needed his tools. She needed to fix her
she
whip.
needed her. She didn't want to get in trouble with her mother, so she helped. She said, Fuck
That's
it.
one of the situations
This
where you
nigga
say,
don't want money. He
Paris.
want me to help him be cool. All right, cool. I guess I
Paris,
can help
why
the nigga.
did you start fucking him? Well, I crashed my mom's car. Oh, all right, you're a bird.
Terrance,
And
nah.
you was with the
You just have
NBA
no
bruh
empathy.
who didn't want you.
She was honestly a young girl that had a compassionate heart, unlike the other stuck-up joints that she was with. So
Her music,
she fucked her car up. Bruh says, I just want to be cool. She like, okay, I don't have money to pay this nigga, and I'm not doing nothing crazy, but fine. I'm going to pretend to be this nigga's girl for a little while.
Think
Help him
about
get
it.
his fashion together. Guess
She
what
was a
happened? Let me tell you
lame.
what happened. The nigga start popping for real.
Terrell, no, you're wrong. You're leaving this part out. The nigga got with you and started doing things that men do. Brought you flowers, was being corny. And what you say? Make like you don't need me. Make like you don't need no girl.
Terrance, you
He
got...
does that.
Terrance,
And now you sick as fuck like, I know he's not talking to me after I made this nigga. No, you made him exactly what you're getting back. And then this the corny part.
That's the truth.
Her
That's the truth.
music was trash.
No, it was not,
Yes,
Terrance.
it was. I rewatched the scene. She went in there and she's sitting there sick as fuck. He was like, what's good? She was like, I'm playing the music. It's not really working out. Ella, come on now.
Oh, you know, she
Stretched in the camera mood a little bit. Her song wasn't working out. He's the one who said, look, play it. It's the corniest, most cringiest scene when he said, we will rise. He low-key brought the song together. Then in the end, she like, those are my words. Are they?
Yes, because
helped
this
you
nigga
plug
in the
it.
hut, he over there in the tiki hut
Shawty's
with a
whole
slut
vibe was
joint.
off. First off, damn. Isn't your NBA boo here? Won't you run over there through the sand and see if you thought I didn't see you? Track star. Damn.
Man, no bullshit.
And then you try to come over here to me when you knew it was a setup. You knew it was just for your engine. Because when I wanted shit to be legit, this was your choice.
And she ain't speak up on the beach that night when he was like, yo, we could break up. See, that's why motherfuckers need to work on their communication.
Paris Morgan was fine, but she was a lame.
Man, that's like how some people feel about Cameron Diaz, 1997, whatever.
What you mean?
You know how people have that one movie where
That
the
one
girl
movie?
looked her best she ever looked?
Cameron Diaz in the 90s was...
That's what I'm saying.
Easy.
Love don't cost a thing. When she stepped out on that pool water.
That was box office. Cameron
Woo!
Diaz in the 90s, box office.
Bro, you got to go and watch. Oh, I forget the name. I think his name is Hood. I forget. He did a video on Love Don't Cost a Thing and how it's this dude named, I think his name is like Hood Prim or something like that. Put in the comments if you know who he is. He does all the black movies, but he be ripping them joints to shred a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all movies that we love, so it's not like too serious. It's kind of fun. But why the fuck was he?
Go ahead.
Why the fuck was he cleaning that pool during the party?
I guess.
Take
Oh no,
your
I can
ass
still
outta
do it.
here.
I can still do it. Think about it. That's how you be when you that type of dude. Fuck them. They ain't gonna talk to me, right?
During the party, you cleaning the pool?
Think about
Come
it,
on,
Terrell.
bro.
I want y'all to think 2024. If somebody's cleaning the pool, cool kids aren't the guys that's like, look at this weird motherfucker cleaning the pool. We would actually appreciate, bruh, for doing that. Think about it. I've never had friends like that. Like they do in movies where the cool guys
Dude,
are
we're talking about how they was that, but that's how they sold
That's how they tried to sell
the jungle of the. Anyway, y'all, we getting out of here. That's gonna wrap 222. We was on some chill shit this week. Please tune in on Wednesday night for the NFL picks. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning over there. Please hit the subscribe button. Like I said in the beginning of this podcast, and I'll let you do the close.
Oh, you got it.
But like I said in the beginning, bro, we got a lot of plans. We coming up on the end of season 5 of this podcast. We do 45 episodes a season. And so end of October, just before Halloween, I think the 29th will be the season finale. But going into S6, things will be changing just for us as content creators and
100%.
y'all as people that are viewers of us.
Yeah.
But all good things, though. Things that y'all will be seeing us a lot more. So, with that said, hold on, wait, I got
Some of the things that y'all have asked for as well. And look, y'all, it's getting cold outside. So, bundle up. It's sweater season, hoodie season, and it's also, like A-Train said, it's UGG season. So, fellas, get ready to see Shawty come through with the leaners. It looks like she out here with a fucking seat pillow on her damn feet.
Next time.